Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Zahir, and I want to talk about a topic that I've been sort of planning to or been pondering over the last couple of weeks. But it's a new quarter, at least work-wise. This is a new quarter for me. It's the beginning of February, and I wanted to plan something that will probably help me or my career in the longer run. And that's the reason why I have decided to basically go back to basics. And here's what I mean. You know, as an engineer in the rapidly evolving field of AI, which is sort of changing, every other day, there is a completely new framework that comes in. In a field like that, I just want to be an engineer who is leveraging GenAI APIs and creating agents. That's not what I want to do. I want to do more than that. I want to be able to sort of uh, innovate not just in terms of how we look at solutions and apply those, but also innovate in ways which goes just beyond leveraging the API, maybe at you know the fundamental levels of optimizing, fine tuning, and maybe building something from scratch, right? To do that, I've decided to go back to basics. Now, what I mean by that is I want to start from scratch, and I want to start from the very first thing that I think any ML or machine learning or deep learning or AI engineer should start with. That is mathematics. The catalyst for this particular thought process is DeepSeek's innovation. I think I don't want to talk about DeepSeek. You probably are bombarded with updates about DeepSeek on your news feeds and social media. But I want to talk about how this Chinese startup, uh, which has come up with some groundbreaking innovations, uh, has kind of sort of inspired me, or essentially inspired me to reset my learning and focus on building a strong fundamental. That is basically building a strong mathematical foundation. I believe I believe having a solid math foundation will serve me well for a long and successful career. So here's what I'm doing about it. I have a practice of essentially having quarterly goals or 12-week goals, and this aligns with the quarter or the fiscal years that I have at work. Uh, and the fiscal year, the company where I work starts in February. It starts from February and ends in January next year. So for the next 3 months, I intend to basically follow a path. Um, I've been setting quarterly goals and tracking them and using a tracker board that I have right in front of my or right above my monitor, essentially. This board helps me visualize my progress and stay consistent. So every time I accomplish one task or a weekly task, I just click a or basically tick mark using a whiteboard marker, right? And over the last 6 months, and the reason I've come up with this sort of a 12-week goal is because in the last 6 months, when I became very consistent in publishing videos and publishing newsletter articles, uh, I've been I've been seeing that having this weekly tracker helps me be more consistent, and it allows me to see progress, and sort of builds that compulsion in me to not essentially break the chain of progress that I'm making, right? You probably have seen a lot of videos about habit trackers and others. That's out of the scope of this particular video. But my goal, for this particular quarter is to essentially, uh, apart from creating 12 videos and writing news articles, and I want to tell you this, that I will still continue to create videos on agents, but I also want to intertwine the videos with the learnings that I have, and I'm sure you will also benefit from the learning that I'm going to have, right? Uh, so what I intend to do essentially is focus on three tracks, something that you're seeing on the screen right now. Essentially, there's going to be three tracks. One is the first one is the work track. I think anybody with a job, even if you're in business and if you consider that as a job, that's probably 80 or 90% of your work week, right? And the idea is that let's say that we are spending 40, 50 hours. This could be different for different companies and different folks. So, and it also depends on your level of seniority. I am at a senior principal level, so I think I easily make or easily spend close to 50 to 60 hours, sometimes maybe more than that, depending on the kind of work I have for that particular week. But let's say on an average, we spend 40 to 60 hours. Uh, and I work as a GenAI engineer, right? So what I believe is that between that majority of hours, there is a lot of learning that you anyway have, right? You read code, you read the documentation of the systems and tools that you're working with. Let's say if you're working on databases and you're stuck with a new problem, you obviously go on the internet, read articles. So that particular learning is sort of limited, not limited, I would say relevant to your work that you're doing, right? But I want to do something else, and that was always my focus. So apart from basically working, sort of reading up on white papers and other things, I would basically sort of relate everything or read about things that would help me in my work. But apart from that, the 40 or 50 hours that we spend on our jobs, and you know, but the couple of hours that we spend on latest trends and white papers, that is track number two. The one track that I want to sort of focus, and the reason I'm going to be dedicating 8 to 10 hours is because I want this to be separate. I don't want sort of use trending topics or something relevant to my work. I want to create a different space or create time for this, to essentially reset what I have studied so far and build very strong fundamentals. So I'm going to be dedicating 8 to 10 hours for maths, this particular quarter. The reason I'm sharing this with you is because, one, I want to be accountable, and I want you guys to hold me accountable. And how you can do that is by, one, consuming the content that I create. So apart from the videos that you see me creating on agents, I will start creating videos on, sharing my notes, sharing the learnings that I've had in that particular week. And for example, the learning that I'd probably have on math, I'll probably start creating videos. You will also benefit from that, and I'm hoping that you can share your learnings and your findings and feedback about the learnings that we will have together in the comment section, or you can reach out to me on LinkedIn or Twitter or on my email. But the idea is that we do this together, right? So what does that 8 to 10 hour of math look like? Let me go to that particular screen. I'm sorry, let me go to that particular slide. Uh, this is a very simple illustration, guys. This is what I intend to do. In those 12 weeks, that is starting from this week, essentially, that is 2nd of Feb, I have basically broken this down into 3 months and three main topics that is going to help me get good at machine learning and deep learning and generative AI, right? Linear algebra, calculus, and probability and statistics. And I want to give at least 40 hours in a month, that is 8 to 10 hours a week for these topics. I want to finish one topic, go in to the depths of that particular topic as much as I can, right, in the limited time that I have, and you know try and solve as many problems as possible, connect that problem or the learnings that I have to the machine learning algorithms that there is, and see how they were implemented mathematically, and how certain solutions on Kaggle were implemented mathematically. The idea is not just to take a course or learn something and then just move on to the next topic. The idea is to learn a specific topic and see how it was implemented in the field of ML and AI. That's what I want to do. You look at any of your favorite machine learning and deep learning influencer or course creator or YouTuber, they'd probably say that the first thing that you'd want to do is read math. As somebody who transitioned into machine learning or generative AI based engineering a couple of years ago, I didn't dwell a lot of time into mathematics. I jumped into the algorithms thinking that the libraries will take care of it. uh, but if you want to innovate, right, if you want to do something apart from just consuming APIs and doing applied machine learning or applied data science, I think you would want to go beyond that. You want to be able to create algorithms of your own. Now, will this 3-month plan or a 12-week plan make me an expert at math? Absolutely not. Definitely not, right? But will my learning in math, or will my math improve from what it is today, that is on Feb 2nd? Will I be a different, or my perspective and my learning be different on April 30th, 2025? Absolutely, right? It is better than me not learning it, right? So the ROI on spending this particular 12 weeks on getting the fundamentals right in math, and applying that, understanding how different algorithms are applied using these topics, is going to definitely help me. And this is for a long run. If I don't complete this, I will ensure that I continue doing this the next quarter. While I continue to learn newer topics, I will ensure that this is a constant. And the idea is that it's not a 2-year thing, 3-year thing that I want to do. Right, this is going to be a long term benefit that I want to reap by ensuring that the fundamentals in mathematics is strong. All right, guys. I didn't think that is I would be speaking about this particular topic first. I thought I'll just keep it to a minute or two. But I just wanted to share on what my plans are. I actually wanted to create a video on DeepSeek, while the topic was hot, but I didn't want to do that. I think you've seen enough of DeepSeek, and you don't need another perspective. What I wanted to share with you is what should be our thought process, or what should be a learning from a model or an innovation like that. The idea is basically get so good at it that you can innovate and change the way things, people work or things work. Uh, and I'm hoping that I go in that direction and I am able to make some contribution in the field of machine learning, deep learning, and generative AI. All right, guys, thank you so much. That's it from me for this week. If you like this and if you want to join me in this journey, kindly subscribe and share this with your network. And I will continue to make videos on agents and generative AI implementation, and application of generative AI on enterprise solutions. Thank you so much. You're a good one. Bye.